Vipers Voices at the end of the first match for the Desert Vipers in the 2025 DP World ILT20, and it's a victory for the Vipers by 7 wickets with 8 balls to spare against the Abu Dhabi Night Riders. The Night Riders made 166 and the Vipers got home 168 for 3. With, as I say, 8 balls in hand. I've got Sam Curran, one of the heroes of the day, alongside me. Sam, you made 50 not out from 37 balls. Well played and, well, a good win in the end.
Yeah, really good. Like you said, I think there's no better way to start a tournament like this, getting a win, especially in a tournament that's so quick in a lot of games as well. So really pleased. I thought the way we obviously won the toss and elected to bowl, always a nice start to the tournament, get the team out there together and a lot of energy in the field. I thought the new ball bowlers bowled fantastically well, and we obviously restricted them to 160 odd, which I thought was pretty good effort there. And yeah, I think the way the guys batted with a bowling attack like they had, we know they had guys who have different threats. So and yeah, I think it was pretty clinical in the end to win with 8 balls to spare. I thought one of my good mates, Dan, who I play a lot of cricket with, was a really nice partnership. We had a lot of fun and yeah, take the win and move on.
Yes, you added 95 with Dan Lawrence. That was a fantastic partnership for the 3rd wicket. But let's go back to the start of the day and the toss and the decision by Lockie Ferguson to put the Night Riders into bat. What was the thinking there?
Yeah, I think we turned up here in Abu Dhabi. The wicket looked fractionally quite a fresh pitch as well. So I think naturally a new tournament, a new start, and I guess you want to get there out with the guys. You never really know what's a good score. I thought Woody and Mohammad Amir bowled really nicely in that power play, and Lockie taking a first wicket, first ball. What a start to his Desert Vipers career, which is great. And then yeah, I thought the whole way through, obviously Russell played really nicely towards the end, and Salty played nicely as well. But when we had a chat a little midway through, we knew there was some big gaps in the field, and we knew we had to be busy with the bats. So yeah, I thought it was pretty clinical in the end.
Was that a par score that they got, 166 for 4?
Yeah, I'd say it's about par. Abu Dhabi's a reasonably good sized ground, and yeah, I guess it's one of those places where it felt like the wicket was a really good pitch. Dan obviously took that pressure off me when I first went in. He was getting those boundaries away nice and early in the over and knowing each other's game pretty well, which helped. So yeah, all in all, pretty positive.
Sharafu and Phil Salt, they added 86 for the 4th wicket for the Night Riders in 10 overs. Was there anything in hindsight that you could have done differently to maybe end that partnership a bit sooner?
Yeah, I guess hindsight's always a great thing in cricket. You always look back and regret and learn from it, but I think it always helps when you get the victory. You can kind of actually look at those negatives as a positive. I think like we said, we got a couple of early wickets. After 10 overs, I think they were about 60 odd. So yeah, we guess we could have hit our lengths for a lot longer, and we probably went searching fractionally. But yeah, they played really well as a partnership, and they're allowed to do that as well. So yeah, I think, like I said, to win a first game of a tournament, it's a much nicer feeling than to be 1-0.
Yeah, the Night Riders got 60 off the last 5, 41 off the last 3. Of course, Andre Russell came in after Sharafu was retired out. Again, is there anything you can do to Andre Russell? He's just such a powerful player, isn't he? Whatever lengths you bowl, he seems to hit them for 6 or 4. You even bowled a Yorker at one stage, and that ended up going for 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's no doubt he's extremely powerful and tough to bowl at, but I guess that's the great challenge of bowling in those periods. And the best thing about it is, I think sometimes for me personally, I guess when I'm in those situations, I know I can also have the bat in hand at stages as well. So you kind of get a little bit of payback in a way. But no, I think you live for those moments. Lockie, being a captain who bowls as well, is very calm, and I guess we'll reflect on this game. And yeah, Dre played really well, and so did Salty. So yeah, but most importantly, it looks like we've cruised that game in the end, and I think we'll take big confidence.
Just talk to us about Dan Lawrence. What a fantastic innings that was. His first half century for the Vipers, 70 he made, and you and he added 95. A word on Dan's performance?
Yeah, really great knock. I think, like I said, I know Dan really well. Played England under 19s throughout. Now he's at Surrey as well, which is great, and played a little bit of stuff in other parts of the world together. But yeah, I actually watched him bat in the nets yesterday at training, and he was smoking it everywhere. So to see him hit the ball like that and be really positive and timing the ball extremely well. A great sign for us, and he's also here for a long period of time this season as well. So I think that's a really nice thing of the Vipers this season. I think there's a lot of stability, and the core is going to be here the whole way through, which I think is really important in tournament cricket. So yeah, really pleased for Dan, and yeah, I'm sure we'll take big confidence.
And it was 42 off 5 overs. Sunil Narain has the ball, and Dan has the confidence to take out one of the very best bowlers in the world, hit him for a couple of sixes, and that really sealed the deal. What about that? That was exceptional, wasn't it? It was brave cricket, and it was exceptional cricket too.
Yeah, I think he actually said we knew Sonny would be their biggest threat. He's obviously world class, and you got to show him that respect at times. But before that over actually started, Dan kind of said, if he misses short, I'm going. And when a guy's playing that well, you can't get in his ear and say, no, let's respect him. But that just shows you're striking the ball really well. Sonny's fractionally short and banged 2 sixes, and that kind of killed the game. I think got it under a run of ball, and then we kind of said we can try and win this pretty quickly with a few balls to spare, because in these tournaments, bit of run rate, bit of this, bit of that. So yeah, all in all, very good.
And the next game now, back to Dubai. I think the next 5 games, in fact, are in Dubai. This was a day game. How will that affect things? Because you'll be playing night matches for quite some time now moving forward. What about the difference between day games and night games?
Yeah, I think it's very different. I think today you look at where we are now, it's obviously dark, the game's just finished. I think the first innings, the conditions were slightly like a day game, but then it got a bit cooler here in Abu Dhabi, the wicket got better. But I think 5 games in Abu Dhabi is a really positive thing for us. I think night cricket will be so different. I actually watched a bit of the game last night. The wicket looks fractionally different as well. So the fact that we can adjust and have a nice run of games there, and I think the coaching staff speak a lot about that, about adapting to the conditions. And yeah, I think, like I said, to win the first game would take really good confidence. Obviously, we weren't perfect, and that's the exciting part. So yeah, really looking forward to Dubai, and hopefully have a recovery day tomorrow and freshen up, and then we go again the next day.
I can't let you go without talking about your own batting, because that was a pretty special innings as well, in company with Dan Lawrence too, but you got that half century. How pleased with the way you hit the ball?
Yeah, it was good. I think, like I said, knowing Dan really well, we knew each other's game really well, and yeah, I was trying to be really busy. He kind of kept getting those boundaries away really early, and yeah, I guess it's really pleasing to feel in good nick that first innings and to kind of stamp my mark on the tournament. And really, I think I'm really in a good headspace in terms of knowing that I'll be here the whole season and kind of contribute. Whereas last year I obviously came in just for the 2 games, so to have a full season here and really get stuck in with the bat ball and in the field. So yeah, really pleased, and I'll take some confidence.
And there's left-hand, right-hand combinations all the way through there with Fakhar Zaman and Alex Hales at the top of the order. You coming in at 4 after Dan Lawrence, and then Shafane Rutherford there as well. That's nice, isn't it?
It's really nice, and I think that's the great thing about our lineup. It's really flexible, even with the ball. We've got so many options, and obviously a guy like Hasaranga to come as well, who's a quality player himself. So I think you saw we were really flexible the whole way through. If I got out, probably Shafane may have come out, and Azam as well. So it's kind of like that flexibility Fozzie talks a lot about, and yeah, I guess, yeah, I think it's just really pleased, and we put it away. We've got our first win, and we go again.
And just finally, Gulf Giants next. Obviously the Vipers have beaten them in a warm-up game, but that doesn't really count for anything, does it? Because the 2 sides will be really different in this next lineup. All the players have arrived, or the majority have, for both teams now, so it won't really count for anything, will it?
Not at all. I think they've obviously got some quality players arriving as well. I guess this tournament's really strong. I looked at a few of the teams now start coming into the tournament. It's incredibly strong. We got that little kind of tick beating them in the warm-up game, but I think it's totally different once we get out on that Dubai stadium under the lights and people watching, and I guess the pressure's a bit more. So yeah, I think they play tonight, so we'll probably watch a bit of their game, see how they go, and yeah, plan tomorrow, and we go again.
So, Sam Curran, thanks very much indeed for joining us. It's 1 from 1 for the Desert Vipers. Happy days indeed. A 7-wicket victory over the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. And next up, it's the Gulf Giants in Dubai on Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us here on Vipers Voices. And we'll be back then with reaction to that next game. I hope you can join us then.